do not make that many Marvel-focused videos because I'm more of a DC fan, but I do watch and enjoy most of the Marvel movies, and I enjoy a lot of the Marvel TV shows. I'm just not into Marvel characters as much as DC characters are, which is why this channel has mostly DC videos on it. But I am a Game of Thrones fan, and when I heard the news that Kit Harington, who played Jon Snow, was going to be playing the Black Knight in the Eternals, I thought that was good for him as an actor, because if you watch season 8 of Game of Thrones, you saw that they completely and totally screwed over Jon Snow's character. Like, he was supposed to be one of the show's, like, main action heroes, right? Sword-swinging action heroes, right? And he was basically that was his type of role for the duration of, like, the earlier parts of the show. But for some reason, in the last season, they had him do nothing and gave, like, a lot of the big action pieces to other characters. And the most exciting or impactful thing Jon did in the final season was, you know, stab Daenerys. And a lot of characters wouldn't have even wanted to see him do that. Like, it was almost like the writers turned on the character, right? The one major thing Jon did was a horrible act in the eyes of a lot of viewers, right? Was basically to kill his girlfriend when people didn't want him to do that or didn't want things to work out quite like that. So I do feel like, you know, the character of Jon Snow, after all they set up earlier in the show, what they ultimately wind up doing with him as the show ended was terrible. And I don't think Kit Harington really liked that happening to his character either. You know, he was one of the actors who kind of sort of was talking crap about the final season in interviews. So, you know, he's getting a second chance, I think, to play a sword-wielding action hero in the MCU. And hopefully, you know, Marvel will treat his character better, Dane Whitman, the Black Knight, in the movies than Kit Harington was treated in than Jon Snow was treated in the Game of Thrones TV show. From what I remember back when I read Marvel comics, back when I was like 10 years old, I think, when I was reading Black Knight in the Avengers, he wielded this sword called the Ebony Blade that was cursed, that I think drove him insane and made him addicted to it, and kind of gave him the impulse to do bad things with it, and he would fight to like resist it. That was his plot, and he was like in a relationship with Cersei, and I think maybe Crystal, and they were fighting some people called the Gatherers. That was what I remember vaguely. And so, you know, I think that, you know, playing someone who's addicted to the sword that could be driving him insane and who's driving him to do evil stuff, that could be great for Kit Harington to play on screen as an actor. And, you know, hopefully Marvel will give him better material to work with than D.B. Weiss and David Benioff did in Game of Thrones Season 8. So we'll see. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.